rarely talked about in the stock option world or just the stock market in general. How do you handle losses? Okay. How do you bounce back from a loss? What is your mindset after you have losses, and how to move forward from a loss? Okay. So we're going to talk about everything that I do when it comes to me have taken a loss in the stock market. Okay. So listen, in the stock market, we all know that the stock market can be risky. So you have to always practice, what is that? Risk management. Always practice risk management. Always only lose what you're comfortable losing. Only trade what you're comfortable trading with. For example, if you're someone that's trading, you may only want to lose 5% or 10% of whatever you put into the market. You want to make sure you keep that there and have that stop loss there, for though you can only use 5 or 10%. But what if someone does not? Okay, what if someone does not set a stop loss and they lose 50%, or they lose 40%, they lose 60%? How do you recover from those losses? Because those losses can definitely be something major that can hinder you and hurt your actual trading. Okay, so this is what I do when I take a loss. First and foremost, if I'm going on a nice win streak, say for example, I go on a 5, 6, 7 day win streak, everything's good. When you go on a win streak, something always happens, okay? And what happens on that win streak is this. You start getting cocky and you get confident. When you get so confident where you think you can tell the market what's going to happen. So for example, boom, you may have made $10,000, $15,000 in like 6, 7, 8 days. So you're feeling good. I can force this market to I can force this market to do whatever I want this market to do. And next thing you know, boom, it happens. And what happens? You take a loss. But it's not just a small loss, because you saw what the market was offering, but you still thought that you could tell the market what to do. And with you thinking you can tell the market what to do, the market did this. Boom. It went the opposite way. It fell down. And now you're down $2,000, $3,000. So now you're down $3,000, and you're looking at this market and it's falling. The market is telling the story, and the market is telling you, hey, Chris, the market is falling, it's falling, it's falling. But you're looking at the market like, oh no, it's going to go up, it's going to go up, it's going to go up. So now you're going from doing any type of technical analysis to now you're hoping. HOPE, you're hoping the market continues to go, where the market turns around and go back up. But in essence, the market is screaming and telling you there's nobody buying right now. We're selling, selling, selling. But you're the one that's buying, and you actually get hurt in the middle of all of that, and you take a big loss. Now, when you take that big loss, the next question is, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about that big loss you just took? Because you was on a 7-day win streak, made $10,000 to $15,000, and now you just took a huge loss, and you lost $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. That can mess with your mental. That can mess with your mental state. That can have you going into the stock market scared to push the buy button the next time you see that it's an opportunity to get in. But when you was on that win streak, you didn't have that problem. You said, okay, I see the opportunity. I see we bounced off support. Or I see we had a supply zone or a demand zone. I see we had we have decision-making time. All your setups, and boom, you get into your trade. Beautiful thing, right? Getting into your trade. But when you take that loss, now you become hesitant. You become hesitant. And when you become hesitant, what that's going to do is it's going to make your trading seem suspect or difficult. Okay, so the way that I handle losses, because everyone take losses. If someone tell you they don't take losses, you should run away from them as fast as possible, because something is not right. Okay, something is not right. So what I do is this. Say for example, I take $1,000 loss. $1,000 loss. What I do now is I'm not trying to get that money back the same day or the next day. That's called revenge trading. Do not revenge trade. If you take a loss, it's okay. You will get it back. Okay. It's okay if you take a loss, but you do not want to revenge trade. And what's revenge trading basically is this. Say, for example, I take a $1,000 loss at 11 o'clock. At 11:15, 11:20, 11:30, I'm jumping right back into the market trying to get that $1,000 back immediately. That's called revenge trading, because what that can do is, in essence, it can hurt you. And now you'll be down $2,000 instead of $1,000. Okay. So the main thing I do is my next goal is to piece that $1,000 back together as long as the market allows it. So maybe if I lose $1,000 on Monday, Now for the rest of the week, I'm no longer focused on trying to make $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for the week. My focus on is getting that $1,000 back that I lost on Monday. Chris, why is that important? Why is that important? Because after a loss, you always want to put together a win. Think about some of the best basketball players in the world. If they go on a shooting slump, they miss 5 or 6 3-pointers in a row. They just want to hit one shot. It can be a layup. It can be a 10-foot jumper. They just need to hit one shot to build their confidence back up. So when you lose that $1,000 on Monday, you come to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday saying, okay, I just need to make $200 some odd dollars on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And boom, I got my $1,000 back. And I can start the next week fresh. Okay? You start the next week fresh. That's how I take care of, and that's how I bounce back from my trades. Because after that trade on Monday, that loss on Monday, especially if it's $1,000, I need to make sure my confidence is still where it's supposed to be, and I'm not hesitant to get into my trades. Okay, so that's how I bounce back from my losses. One thing for sure, just remember this: do not revenge trade. If you take a loss, it's okay. Get it back over the course of time. Do not try to get it back all in one day. All right. Once again, this is Chris Jackson, Options 101. You guys have a good one. All praise to the Most High.